What the fuck is sleep? I don't even know what that is. Just pull me a forward that tree. Hold up and watch that bitch.
You said that you were hooked on painkillers. They gave you what
They gave me some different opiates, you know, to help with my back, and start taking the opiates, and then you know you run out of opiates, you turn to the street to find them, and you know,
right.
Next thing leads to another.
Yeah, all right, we know that. Do you? Okay, so me personally, I feel like, you know how like they had like a, what do you call it? What they say it's an epidemic. Like, you know how like they had like the crack epidemic and all that type of shit. I feel like our generation, we definitely like, I feel like we're having like an opiate epidemic because
we are, and they are kind of taking a hold on it. I don't know if you've seen it or not. They took the promethazine, codeine out of a lot of big pharmacies because they're just not with it, because you know it's going in all the wrong hands essentially.
Right. So basically, you was taking them, right? And then it got to a point where they like, you couldn't have no more?
Yeah, because you start taking more than the prescribed dose, you know what I'm saying? You run out before the prescribed dose and try to call to get more, you're going to get flagged, you know what I'm saying? Because you obviously taking more than you need to be taking.
Yeah,
you know,
I had
abuse.
Yeah, I had, man, see, look, I had that same problem because like I didn't, okay, so say if I'm prescribed 30, I was prescribed 30 oxys for, I guess, like 30 days or something like that. So what I tried to do is like, I had like 5 left, and I tried to, you know what I'm saying, call my people and was like, hey man, I'm running out, I need some more. I go to CVS, they talking like, they're so strict with it, like you can't even get any until like you literally run out. Like I feel like, I don't know, I feel like that's part of the problem, because like you said, when you can't take them anymore, like in my case, like in your case, you really needed them, you know what I'm saying, you turn to the streets, and then a lot of times, like, we don't even know it, but a lot of times, like, they have fentanyl in it.
That's a big problem right now, yep. And a big thing, we got a lot of gun violence going on. A lot of dudes, young dudes getting the gunshot wounds, and they get hooked on the painkillers real bad. 'Cause you know what I'm saying? You can't chill and take a Tylenol when you got a hole in you.
Hell no.
Yeah, but I know some good people who are hooked on opiates still to this day from old gunshot wounds from years ago.
Yeah, I ain't, look, when I first talked to my doctor, I was just like, I was always telling him like, man, I'm scared. Like what if I get addicted to these? And he's like, nah, man, I'll never have you taking that much, you know, to where you'll get, you know, hooked on them. And when I stopped taking them, I thought that, you know what I'm saying, I was gonna go through withdrawals or anything, but luckily I didn't. So like, I'm low key glad that, you know, I didn't.
I mean, if you listen to the doctor, though, go good. But right when you hit that abuse line, taking 2 a day when it's 1 a day, you know, it starts to get steep. Real quick.
Yeah. Well, a question about fentanyl. Do you, me personally, like when I see people post the difference, but like they'll post like a real one and a fake one and like showing side by side, I can't tell the difference. Can you tell the difference?
No, and that's why I don't buy anything off the street, and I suggest no one else do it. You know, it's not worth it.
Wow.
If you aren't some type of pharmaceutical expert, there's no reason to go buy a pill out of a plastic bag. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And my whole thing with it is I feel like the U.S. is kind of allowing that shit to come up through Mexico, because how is it everywhere? You know what I'm saying? That shit came from China. And it's everywhere now. It's a synthetic opioid, I think, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
You say something like 10 times stronger than heroin. That's ridiculous. That shouldn't even be around here.
It is crazy. I read somewhere, though, that, like, fentanyl, like, it came from, like, apparently, like, it's like a real medicine, though. Like, it helps some people. I don't know who the fuck.
I mean, they have it in the hospitals, but when you start getting the carfentanil and all that kind of stuff, the synthetic opioids and shit like that, that's what they putting in all the Xanax, you know, the fake shit that you hear about the rappers dying off of.
Yeah.